The Port of Seattle created this office because, as a really significant economic engine and driver for the region, we see that it's really important for us to connect with our communities and to provide opportunities and access into the organization. In the first year of the office, we conducted an assessment of the entire organization, and we brought our employees together to ask them about the largest problems and also the solutions that they saw against these problems. And one of those opportunities was our budgeting, to operationalize equity and infuse it in every step of the process in our budgeting system.
Our budget is both a fiscal and a moral document. We have to be able to know where we're investing our dollars, and equity is part of that. And so for us, being able to create this new tool and track where our investments are going, both allows us to be accountable to community, be accountable to our stakeholders, and it allows us to be able to measure the outcomes, the impacts that we're making as an organization. This really started with a conversation, discussions that were happening in the Workforce Development Committee. And one of the things that we wanted to do is make more investments in our equity spending and equity projects. But there wasn't really a definition for what equity spending was. We weren't clear on exactly how we were measuring it. And so what we decided to do as a port is develop our own tools and to develop a defined definition around what equity spending is in order for us to make more investments in a particular area. It was innovative, it wasn't done anywhere else, and truly we are leading the way for other jurisdictions around the country to follow our model.
The Port of Seattle has a significant budget, and the process that we've implemented at this point requires every single team across the organization to think about what budgeting with equity means. So every item is first weighed against these three definitions, and if it meets one of the definitions or more, then we have a criteria that as a second filter that it goes through for us to be able to code our spending.
And today it's a beautiful tool where you can see is exactly where we're making our investments. And what you realize is that 3% of our operational budget spending is actually going into equity spending. And it allows the commission to say, let's keep making these investments. This is all about making sure that we are making good investments, that we are investing in both our people, the people that the port serves, our businesses, and our local community.
Keep in mind that we're really early in this process and we're still learning, and the process is unfolding as we go.
And so it empowers all of us. It empowers the public to be able to then say, we would like to see more investments here. And it makes us ultimately good stewards of public dollars.